What's up, my guys? Today I explain why I avoid dating feminists at all costs, the type of girls I typically go for, and I share some dating stories about a few times I end up on a date with a feminist. Alright, let's get into the video. The type of girls I personally like, right? I like girls that are obedient, in shape, little to no opinion. Very important on the little to no opinion. And that are nurturing. I need to have all four or else it's not gonna work. I don't care if we're only on our fourth date or third date, right? I don't care if you're my girlfriend. I don't care if I didn't make you my girlfriend yet. If you're not nurturing, it's not gonna work, okay? Because I have been pouring into your ass by taking you out and showing you a good time. So I feel like just f***ing me alone is not enough. I need more than just your pussy, all right? I need you to also add something else besides your body to this equation, right? And that's gonna be typically being like nurturing in some way, like maybe making me food, or having no problem, organizing or cleaning up my apartment. Just little things here and there. I don't think that's too much to ask for, to be honest. Right? That's what I expect. Now, the problem with this is that if a girl is a feminist, everything I just mentioned will be her kryptonite, right? I look at feminists like they are trying to rebel against being women for some reason. They love sharing their idiotic opinions all the time, right? There's no way you can fuck a feminist and not have to listen or at one point agree with her crazy view of the world. I personally feel that's almost like betraying my manhood. I could never do it to myself. If I had to sit there and listen to a feminist and her nonsense takes just to fuck, it's just like, it's not even worth it. It's really not, all right? I can't do it. Secondly, I like obedience, right? Feminists don't want to be told to do, right? Since we are equals, you can't tell nothing, right? Hey, babe, do this. They shouldn't do it. Right? Feminists always want to always bicker and fight. I don't have this. I cannot deal with feminists that's always going to be trying to push back on the most simplest tasks. Like, just do as you're told. And them hoes, they are basically males in their mind, right? They're too masculine to even be told to do. So they're sitting there always trying to like push back. I can have it. I can do it. I gotta pass. Next, it's like they're going actively out of their way to not be feminine. It's like, why can't you cook? How are you an adult woman and you can't make any decent meals? Like, wow, how is it impossible? How will you tell me I'm gonna deal with a girl and she's rebelling against cooking food? Like, what's happening here? Oh, I love a man that can cook for me. Like, what? Those are male words. Those are female words, man. Why can't you cook? What's the problem cooking? What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're lacking like basic female traits that will make them pleasant to be around. Yes, naturally, women as a whole are unpleasant to be around, cool. But those ones are especially unpleasant to be around because they're lacking the basic female skills that make them even worthwhile in my life. And on top of all of this, these feminist bitches will show up on dates in like streetwear. It's like, why are you here in jeans? What's happening? Why are you here in jeans? It's like all these things. It's like, ew, man. Like I just can't do it. To me, dealing with them first time I'm talking to a man, I'm not homosexual. Can't do it. I just cannot do it. These traits of masculinity and stuff is me the most off-putting, to be honest. Because I went on a date with a girl. I'm not gonna say her name. Went on like a bowling and pool date. That was our second date. So, a second date and she goes, oh, it's my turn to pay. I was like, no, it's not. She goes, no, it's my turn to pay. I said, why is it your turn to pay? Yeah, because like, like you pay for the first date, so that I'll pay now. I know some of you guys will be like, oh my God, it's amazing, she wants to pay. No. Feminine women do not pay on dates. I don't know what the word has become, but in my reality, women that are feminine don't pay for dates. They don't even think about paying for dates. They might offer as like a little, as like a pump fake, but they don't actually want to pay for dates because that is a man's job, right? I'm taking you out. I invited you out. You're my responsibility. I'm going to pay for our date. That's just the natural order of life. Okay, by letting them pay for it, I'm like making her my actual equal. But we're not equals, so you can't pay here. Your money is no good here. You can only pay me back with your body, baby. All right, I don't want your money, just your body. Keep your money. I don't want to go half on the date. I don't want to split nothing. I'll pay for the date, no problem. That's it. I don't need no girl to be like, oh no, it's my turn, and then we will go back and forth, pay for dates. No. So then after she offered to pay, I was like, are you feminist? She goes, oh, well, what's a feminist to you? I was like, nah, that's not the question, girl. I said, are you feminist, yes or no? She goes, well, what's a feminist? Like, what's your definition of feminist? I said, okay, if someone called you feminist, would you be offended? And she goes, no, I wouldn't be feminist. I said, then you're probably feminist, all right? Then you're most likely feminist. So then I asked her, what would give you the idea that women have to pay on dates? She goes, yeah, I mean, we're obviously going here together, like we should be both paying. That is not the male female dynamic. It's not, oh, you pay, I pay, you pay. That's not the dynamic. It's like I pay and you behave yourself. Let me fuck, all the good stuff. That's how it works. It's not a tit for tat thing. I'm not going on these dates so I can get like a half off date. If it was up to me, I wouldn't go on this date at all, right? This date is not for me, the date is for you. Does that make sense? Like letting her pay, it's almost like saying this date is for us, it's for both of us. It's not, man. I'm only here because you are making me be here. If I could get you to my place after getting your number, we will be there, right? I'm here because I have to take you out because I can't just tell you, hey, come over, right? So this date isn't for me, obviously. This date is for you. So making you or letting you pay is illogical. If this was for me, then we wouldn't even be here. We would be at my crib. Does that make sense? So I don't get even the logic of letting bitches pay on dates. But anyway, she kept like saying weird things that made me look like, is she okay? Like she kept talking about how, this was on our first date. She goes, if I had a problem with my girl like not bouncing back after pregnancy, I'm like, bouncing back and what? Like, what's the time frame? She goes like, 2 or 3 years afterwards. I'm like, what? My girl personally has 12 months to bounce back. If you don't bounce back after 12 months, I'm abandoning my family, personally speaking, right? You have 12 months to get your ass back in shape. If not, my kid will understand. My kid will get it that I had to go. I had to go. There's no way I'm in the gym 6 days a week and then my wife's gonna be big as fuck. What are we doing here, right? And she was like, no, every girl's body is different. You don't understand that it takes women longer to recover from that. But I said, okay. So what it sounds like to me is that you are waiting to get fat. Like you can't wait to get pregnant so you can get fat and all of a sudden just be like a days ago for like years. No thanks, all right? I like my whole nice in shape. Like I said, the first thing was be in shape. Can't do it, man. Can't do it. I just can't do it, feminism. I just can't do it. Now a different time. I was dating this girl. We were in London. And after our date, I took her to like her stop. I told her, let me know when you get back home. This girl didn't text me when she got back home. The thing is though, we went to the same university, so I saw her again like within the next week. So obviously ran into each other in our building. And then she goes, what's wrong with you? How can we then check up if I made it home? And I was like, I texted you if you made it home. Quick side note, the reason I do this is because I usually tell girls, text me when you get home. So they text me and then we have a conversation afterwards. Or like, she'll be like, I had a great time, blah, blah. Like, typically how it goes is, I tell you to text me, she would text me, then she would say, I had a great time, let's do it again soon, or whatever, right? That's how it typically goes with women that are feminine. This little masculine ass feminist bitch was talking about why didn't I text her afterwards to make sure she made it home. I gave you instruction, text me when you get home, so I know you get home. She goes, the fact you didn't text me afterwards is ridiculous. Like, you expect girls to like chase you, that's like a red flag to me. Please shut the fuck up. So I'm like, since you're a feminist and you believe in equality, right? Why didn't you text me to ask if I made it home, bitch? Right? Since we're equals, why didn't you make sure I made it home? Maybe something happened to me. You understand the problem here? So they like to like treat like this life as like a buffet. Whatever benefits them to be like the little innocent weakling, I can't do anything about myself woman. They play that role. Then when it fits the narrative, they want to be CEOs and get CEO salaries. Like, it's just ridiculous. So I was like, you're not making sense, because if you're truly equal, if you're really equals, you would have asked me. I mean, at least you could have asked me as well. Like, I could have asked you, you could have asked me. There's no obligation on who should ask who if you're truly feminist, because we're both equals. Do you see how it doesn't make any sense anymore? Exactly. So all of this shit falls apart like house of cards, because feminists are just the worst. So if she was feminine, I would have told her, hey, text me when you get back home. She would have texted me. And then what would happen is we'd have a little conversation like, oh yeah, blah, blah, had a great time. Let's do it again soon. I'd be like, oh, I'm happy I had a good time. Whenever I'm free next, I'll text you. I'll let you know and then we can do something. Cool. That would have been it. That would have been how it typically goes. But with feminists, it's never a straight path. It's always some nonsense in the middle, some obstacles you have to overcome. It's just too much of a hassle. That's the point. It's too much of a hassle. And I feel like if I'm taking somebody out, I should enjoy the process. I don't feel like I should be sitting there getting like a headache over the most simplest things. Like, text me back like, hey, I made it home. It's a very simple task. It's a very easy task to accomplish. I don't know why it was so difficult for this bitch to do it, but that's the point. With feminists, simple things will always be difficult. Also, the previous story with the girl with the bowling. Between our second and third date, she was like, what should I wear? I goes, basically got me a birthday suit. It's our third date. So I was half joking, but half being serious, obviously. Mind you, I make this joke a lot. I say birthday suit a lot of times to host, a lot of times. Typically, when I say the birthday suit line, it can only go two ways. If a girl is feminine and she likes me, she can be like basically on some, you play too much energy. Like, oh, stop, like no fur, like what y'all wear? Like it'll be that kind of like playful energy. If she's a feminist, however, she would say something like, oh my God, what are your expectations? Like, what are you think we're going to do on our third date? Like, what's happening here? Like, how she even come up with this? They're going to be very like offended over a little joke. Does that make sense to you guys? This offendedness is what to me is just like, because A means you can't take a joke, and B means most likely I'm not going to fuck you on a third date, which means I'm going to cancel our third date and save myself time and money. All right? Deuces. These are the reasons why I avoid feminists at all costs, because at the end of the day, they are a headache. If she's not obedient, in shape, opinionless, or at least little opinion, and she's not nurturing, I have no use for her. Feminists do not fit this criteria. They will either be not in shape, or they will be not obedient, or there will be too many opinions, or they will not be nurturing. But either way, they don't fit the bucket of Daniel's type. So I always avoid them at all costs, and I have a lot of things I do to weed them out early on, which I'll share in another video, all right? But that's it for this video. Like always, like, comment, subscribe, and then tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Flex check.